NFL free agency provides teams with the opportunity to find star wide receivers to make their passing offense much more dynamic. As opposed to drafting a wideout, signing a star pass catcher is usually the better way to go. They're so hit and miss in the draft, you just don't know. But some NFL teams paid a little too much money for a star wideout, and all they do is underperform. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present the NFL's 10 worst wide receiver free agent signings ever. Torrey Smith, San Francisco 49ers. Needing to find a weapon that could complement Colin Kaepernick's arm, the 49ers dished out $40 million over 5 years to former Baltimore Ravens speedster Torrey Smith. The Super Bowl 47 champion put up over 700 yards in each of his 4 years with Baltimore. But Smith joined the 49ers at a bad time, when roster dysfunction was all around. He'd only played in San Fran for 2 years, compiling 53 catches for 930 yards and 7 touchdowns. After Smith was released after the 2016 season, he'd sign with the Philadelphia Eagles and win his second Super Bowl championship. Greg Jennings, Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings thought they were smart. Not only did they sign a 2-time Pro Bowler wide receiver in Greg Jennings, but they also took away a primary piece of the arch-rival Green Bay Packers offense. Many handed Jennings a 5-year deal worth $47.5 million that only bought them 2 seasons from Jennings, who came nowhere close to his Pro Bowl form in many. They released him after the 2014 season, and Packers fans probably had a good laugh over that signing. Sidney Rice, Seattle Seahawks. Rice only had 1 good season through his first 4 years as a pro, but the 2009 Pro Bowler had the Seattle Seahawks at hello. After the brief 2011 lockout, Rice received a 5-year pact worth $41 million. The Seahawks thought they had themselves a total game changer. But Rice put up some rather unimpressive numbers in Seattle. His most productive year was 2012, when he hauled in 50 passes for 748 yards and 7 touchdowns. Not a whole lot for a guy getting paid so much. Rice did win Super Bowl 48 with the Seahawks, so there's that, but his play did not reflect that salary at all. Eric Decker, New York Jets. Decker was an integral piece of the 2013 Denver Broncos record-breaking offense, but he priced himself out of John Elway's budget and chased the 5-year, $36.25 million offer presented by the New York Jets. Besides posting a 1,000-yard season in 2015, Decker's other 2 years with Gangrene were mediocre at best. The Jets never made the playoffs with Decker, and he couldn't find any consistency on the team. Decker was released after 3 years with the Jets. At least he got his money. Andre Rison, Cleveland Browns. Rison was among the league's elite wide receivers during his playing days with the Atlanta Falcons. The Cleveland Browns made him the richest receiver ever, giving him a 5-year pact worth $17 million after the 1994 season. But Browns fans booed him due to him not living up to the contract. He often swore at the Cleveland faithful and kept saying how happy he was about the team relocating to Baltimore. He simply hated Cleveland. Cleveland hated him, but he got the last laugh when he joined the Green Bay Packers and won a Super Bowl 31 ring with them. Vincent Jackson, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. V. Jackson is one of the NFL's elite receivers for the San Diego Chargers, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers paid him like, well, an elite receiver. Jackson got a 5-year contract worth $55.55 million in the 2012 offseason. Now, Jackson had 3 good years in Tampa. He reached 1,000 receiving yards in each, but his yard and touchdown totals kept going down, and down even more in the 5 years with Tampa. Jackson was a massive non-factor over his last 2 seasons. The Buccaneers never came close to the playoffs with Jackson. They probably should have gotten a 3-year warranty attached to the deal. Mike Wallace, Miami Dolphins. After posting a pair of 1,000-yard seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Wallace is ready to break the bank. In 2013, the Miami Dolphins gave him a 5-year, $60 million contract. With his game-breaking speed and slick hands, Wallace was expected to be a great fit for quarterback Ryan Tannehill. But Wallace was never a star in Miami. He never got the elusive 1,000-yard seasons and didn't develop much chemistry with Ryan Tannehill. After 2 years in South Beach, he was traded to the Minnesota Vikings. Kudos to Miami for getting out of that really bad contract. Javon Walker, Oakland Raiders. Walker was a top-flight receiver for both the Green Bay Packers and Denver Broncos, but he missed half of the 2007 season, which would have hurt his market value, right? Nah. The Oakland Raiders gave Walker a 6-year contract worth $55 million. Walker only played in 11 games over a 2-year span for Oakland. He caught 15 passes for 196 yards and 1 touchdown. But count on the Raiders front office to pay a guy so much to do so little. Andre Johnson, Indianapolis Colts. Arguably the greatest wide receiver of his generation, Andre Johnson was a 7-time Pro Bowler and will be in the Hall of Fame someday, no question. But as Father Time neared, Johnson was desperate to chase a Super Bowl ring. He left the Houston Texans in 2015 to sign with the arch-rival Indianapolis Colts for $21 million over 3 years. But Johnson was a massive flop in Indy. He caught just 41 passes for 503 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Colts cut ties with Johnson after the season, moving on after handing out one horrible contract. David Boston, San Diego Chargers. After shining with the Arizona Cardinals, David Boston became a very wealthy gentleman. The San Diego Chargers handed Boston a 7-year deal worth $47 million. What could possibly go wrong? Boston only played 1 season for the Chargers, catching 70 balls for 880 yards and 7 touchdowns. He clashed with coaches and was suspended for a game. He was eventually traded to the Miami Dolphins after his forgetful 1 year in San Diego. Which other free agent wideouts were horribly overpaid? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. While you're down there, if you have any ideas for videos, let us know down there too. You never know, we might use them and give you a shout out. If you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time to do that for more cool videos every single day. And last but not least, if you like the video, then like the video. We'd really appreciate it. Until next time, tune in to Total Pro Sports for more cool videos every single day.